Okay, my couture crafters, forgive me. I am so sick. These last couple of videos have been ridiculous. See, look, I'm drinking tea trying to get better. Yeah, right. I drink tea all the time. You would think I was from England. Anyway, this is me doing my foundation pages. What are foundation pages? I think that foundation pages are the pages that you start before you start to actually do your December daily. I heard somebody using the term the other day. I thought, well, that's great in the December daily Facebook group, and I thought, okay, that's genius. I'm stealing it. So I'm doing my foundation pages. I'm just decorating it, but not fully decorating it. I'm leaving myself some wiggle room. I will not let this December daily journal stress me out in any way. I refuse. I made it very, very simple, very easy, because I have a ton of other projects that I'm trying to get out for everybody, and I just won't. I don't think that it should be a stressful thing. A December daily is simply logging December through Christmas. I've decided to log December through the new year. It just worked out that way for me. I like that. So I'm just going to log all of December because my birthday is January the 7th, and the holidays really don't end until after my birthday for me. So going through the new year makes sense. Technically, I could have gone all the way through to my birthday, but whatever. So here I'm cutting little strips just to mat on the front of these pockets. I don't decorate the inside flap because I think that's where I'm going to put my pages. My pictures, if I decide to shoot a picture that day, or maybe I'll do a cut apart. I don't know. Again, this December daily is not going to stress me out. It's not going to stress you out if you do one. You're just going to let it kind of happen as you feel it. I'm just simply putting down some paper so that it's less intimidating and it's pretty to me. You know, it's a start. It's a starter page. It gives me something to look at. It gives me someplace, a jumping off point, let's say. Because again, we are not going to let these journals stress us out. If we miss a day, we just miss it. If we go back, we go back. If we don't, we don't. We will not be stressed out by a December daily journal. What we're going to do instead is have fun. So the front flap is shorter and smaller than the back flap. So I'm cutting the front flap at 2 5/8, I think. Maybe 5/8 or 3/8. I forget. And then I'm cutting the back at like 3 3/4. And I'm putting the back one on the right and the front ones on the left. I've got 3 Christmas paper pads that I picked up from Michael's, and I'm just pulling the papers out randomly. My design for this was just kind of a warm kind of Christmas theme, like, you know, like a junky album. I kind of wanted it junky. I kind of wanted it to look like Christmas is thrown up in my album. All reds and greens, makes you want to put on a sweater, that kind of thing. And I think it feels that way for me. Don't judge me. Just embrace the red and green and all of the junky Christmas. So these papers might not necessarily match to you. I can understand that. But for the most part, they're all reds and greens and blacks and creams, and I'm okay with that. And then later on, I come back and decide where I want to put my numbers and my inserts for these pockets. I have a tutorial for this album on my YouTube, probably about 6 or 7 videos down. This is a mixture of small pockets and 4 larger pockets. The way that I numbered my pockets, it just so happens that December 25th falls on a large pocket, which is super cool in my opinion. So here I measured wrong. I'm not going to let it stress me out. I'm still going to use that piece of paper because I like it, because it looks like a sweater, and I'm going to be okay with it. That should have been a little bit longer, whatever. Even though I have written down my measurements, sometimes I still make mistakes. Oh well, not going to stress me out. So I'm putting paper on the front and the back. I'm just matting right now. These are all of the longer pages, the larger ones that I'm matting right now. And that Santa Claus is actually on the 25th. And I'll probably do more to him, or maybe I won't. I have the option. How about that? My foundation pages just simply give me the option to go further or leave them as is. So again, just pulling random sheets from the 3 paper packs that I have. I haven't used one at all yet, and I like some of the cut aparts that are in that pack, so I probably won't take that back. All the other paper packs that I'm not using for Christmas, I will take right back to Michael's. I will not be keeping and hoarding Christmas paper. There's just no point in it, guys. Like, if you see paper that you like, have an intended use for it, use it, and then move on. You've used it. It felt great. There will be more pretty paper the following year, I promise. There's always pretty paper coming out. I just saw another paper pack that I had to have the other day. Now I have to do another album because I refuse to just have a ton of Christmas paper stashed in here. I just don't have the room for it. I decided that instead of using my Cricut, I would use these numbers that I just got from the November release. I think it was a November release for Concord and Ninth. And these dies came in the set. And I've decided that I want those to be the numbers. They're a really nice size. They're really cute font. It didn't dawn on me how many times I would have to do a pass to get 31. Oh well, I don't care. It was fun. I was, by the time I figured out how many passes I was going to have to do, I was already invested. So it is what it is. I left some of the numbers together just to make it easier to put on the paper instead of placing, 9 numbers. Actually, it's 8 because 6 and 9 are the same. But yeah, whatever. I had to run this through a number of times. I didn't do the math. I can't tell you how many times, but it was a lot. Oh, well, not a big deal. At some point, I stopped running the whole set of numbers through and just cut the 1 and the 2. So here is a file that I created on my Cricut, and I just plopped a little a snowman and a Christmas tree hanging off the sides of these panels. Now, in my mind, I thought that I was going to take some lined notebook paper and line those panels so that those would be what I would write on. I'm not trying to write the world's longest novel. I'm just trying to jot down a little bit about my day. If I have more that I want to say, I'm sure I'll figure out some kind of creative way to add another insert or whatever. But for the most part, I'm just going to jot on these 3 little sections here and then take a picture and put it in the flap. There's room for 2 pictures. I'll be using my HP Sprocket. Love that thing. 2x3s are the ways to go. It's the way of the world now. And those little Christmas trees and snowmen just kind of hang out. I love the way that it looks. I love that the little pocket has a little decoration hanging off of it. Again, I attempted to line these with paper, but what I should have done is cut my lined paper down in segments of 3 instead of just taking one long piece. That just wasn't smart, and I know better. That just wasn't my finest moment. You're about to see me do a couple of things that make absolutely no sense. 1, I cut that wrong. Whatever. We scrapped that. Moving on. The way that I decided to number these pockets are actually the first. The first pocket is going to be 1 and 2. The second pocket will be 2 and 3. So on the front, you'll see 1, 3, and 5. And on the back, you'll see 2, 4, 6. And then the pattern will continue. So you see 11, then the back will be 12. The front of here will be 13. The back should be 14. You're about to watch me put 14 right below it. That's a fail. That was that wasn't supposed to. Is it 14 that I put in the wrong place? Maybe I put 15 in the wrong place. Whatever. One of these I did wrong. And I believe you're going to see me do it. I don't know. 13, 11, 12, 13, and then 14, and then, maybe I didn't. Whatever. Who knows? But if you do it this way, it will work out so that the 25th lands on a big pocket and the front of the pocket. So again, I had to lay out all the numbers, cut them, and then I'm just kind of putting numbers. Some are on straight, some are on wonky. Some of them will have little cutouts or cut aparts and all kinds of things on them. Whatever. So I numbered all of them. And here you'll see 1, 2. Oh, I love the way these numbers look. They're like the best size. Here I'm going to show you what this looks like. You just fold it out. Some of them I folded backwards. Some of them I folded forward, like that one's forward. Whatever. It doesn't matter. All the snowmen will be the front. All the trees will be the back. I did a big snowman and a big Christmas tree for the big pockets. I can add more. I can, leave it the way it is. It's actually kind of cool the way it is right now, but we'll see. And then I can do some mini layouts on the bigger ones. We'll see. But I have the option. This tag right here is for the 10 things that I want to try to accomplish next year. And in that pocket, I have some more cut aparts that I can decorate with. Whatever I feel. Should I want to? Should I not? Super excited about this. I'm glad that this is done because now I can finally do the reveal of the pink holiday album. I know you guys have been kind of waiting on it. The front is a cut file from my Cricut and so is the side. Hope to see you guys on my next video. Thanks. Bye.